What's up, guys? This is the finale, the last gameplay of my series called Which Role is Harder, DPS, Tank, or Support. And yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Towards the end, we kind of just got off topic and we just started playing rank, honestly. uh, but um, it was honestly just the fact that I was so wrong on which role is the hardest. You're going to see throughout this video of my commentary and what I'm saying. Honestly, I was so wrong. Um, I'll tell you my final decision on what's harder. If you join my stream, you kind of know what I'm leaning towards. But I gotta do some thinking. I gotta do some a little bit thinking, and you'll see my conclusion video after. And I may play each role one more time and then give my conclusion. But yeah, um, I am editing this right after my live stream, right after my Minecraft live stream of that horror mod. It. I had to end it early because it was nothing much I could really do. Um, but it was scary. But we're not gonna talk about it right then. This is not my rivals content, so I'm gonna stick to my rivals. Now, without further ado, let's hop straight into it. You see right here, I was trying to get an easy pick on the Jeff. I believe I did. Yeah. Um, see, as Spider-Man, why am I fighting a tank? I don't know. That's kind of what makes DPS hard. Doing dumb stuff like you will get punished. Easy kill on the other Spider-Man. Really is just based off aim. If you join my live stream, you see my aim is actually not that good. I don't know what I'm doing right here. I don't know why I'm trying to fight the Loki clone. Oh well, it wasn't a clone at first. I remember now. It wasn't a clone at first, but he ended up switching off. He was trying to play like he was a clone. Yeah, and you see, my healers just wasn't healing me. That's the thing that DPS gotta deal with. Healers just won't heal you. Now I know I was behind my healer, but I was putting up the icon, and the icon literally shows that, oh, I need heals. Team dies, I have to push back. Um, I start getting healed, so I guess they just honestly didn't see me. But you see, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just still doing me. I try to make a grand escape, but then I get hulked down by by the other Spidey, and he hits his web before me, kills me instantly. Um, Overall, so far, DPS is just no mistakes. You make a mistake, you dead. Just as you see right there. I made a mistake and I got killed and punished instantly. And once again, this is low rank. So if this is happening in low ranks, imagine what's happening in the higher ranks. You see right here, um, I've realized that Spider-Man wasn't the right pick for them, right pick for this comp. This comp was just so weird. I don't know what was going on. I could not play Spidey with this comp. So I switched to Magic, and now this is when I realized something was wrong. Um I my the melee tech with Magic is when you swing, melee, swing, melee, swing, melee. Um Yeah, I couldn't do that. So you see what happened was my V, which is the melee button, I use a M612 Predator, and it has like a little button right next to the primary fire. And what that does is it allows me to click and quickly melee, quick and quickly melee. You see here, something was wrong with that. I was messing with the buttons on my mouse because I found a random button at the bottom. Fast forward, that button actually just changed my profiles, and yeah, I changed my profile and I couldn't do the melee tech. Actually, my DPI was also 1,000 when I play at 1,500. Now I know a lot of people don't play at 1,500. We know what I gotta say to that. Cope. I don't care. 1,000 higher DPS is better. I don't care what anybody says. People always tell me don't put high DPS. I tried low. No. high DPS for the win. Makes it feel like it's an actual extension of your arm, and it gives you way better aim. Just lower your sensitivity. Cope. Here's when you use magic properly. This is how you use her ult properly. You see, there I was timing their ult from the very beginning. I knew it was about to run out, and but they were comfortable. I caught them when they wasn't comfortable. What happened? I ended up wiping out their whole team with my ult. Place my demon down, easy. I try to save my I try to save my team, my healer, but yeah, nothing I could do about that. They took him to spawn. But you see, we're pushing point, and here's another. I think it's another. Um, yeah, no, I I I did make an alt decision, but I guess it. No, I'm thinking about a different game. But yeah, here you could just see I'm dancing around the point. A lot of you Magic players just stay in the point, and you see I didn't run from that ult because I knew I could finish that ult in time. Y'all need to realize when y'all could kill people before they use their ult and when you can't. Because once you do that, you're golden as a DPS. Because once again, as a DPS, you dish out a lot of damage. So it's better. And on top of that, if you die, it's not that big of a deal. So if you could sacrifice yourself to possibly killing somebody before they get to use their ult, you should definitely do it. I'm not gonna lie, you should definitely do it. Second, now, but you gotta realize when you can do it and when you can't. Like, say if a Scarlet Witch, like if I'm Magic and I have all my utilities and a Scarlet Witch is in the middle of her ult, I'm gonna push that because I could put her in the one hit combo um that Magic does have. She does have a one hit combo. I put her in there and she's dead, and I saved my whole team. Now, if now since Scarlet Witch does get overshield when she uses her ult now if she's full HP and has overshield, don't do it. You run. You run for your life. It's nothing you could do. You have no choice but to run. Now, if you're Mr. Fantastic, then you just take that brunt force and then direct that damage right back at her. And I'm pretty sure that's an insta kill for her. But yeah, that's what you should be doing as a DPS. And you see here, you better see something I do that a lot of DPSs don't, and this is why they think DPS is extremely hard when it's not. Control your damn ego. Like, watch this. I see the Scarlet Witch. I miss the dash or whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm not ego challenging that. I go here, kill the try to kill a Loki. I'm unable to kill the Loki. I destroy his lantern, no. And you see, I'm not ego challenging it. I will die. I will literally die if I were the ego child. What most DPS would just ego child right there. No. I laying down on my teammate and I sit here. I still end up dying, but I laying down on my teammates, helping them fight. DPS, control your damn egos. Please, control your egos. Here we make the switch to Black Panther because they actually ended up highly contesting Magic. You see right here, I'm only captain with Black Panther, but you see in that scenario, I used my ult I was meant to be used right there. Listen, if you're a Black Panther, you gotta understand. Yeah, oh, it's called the Tickle Monster for a reason. If you run out of dashes, or if somebody is half HP, use that damn ult. Well, for DPS, like if a squishy is half HP, use your damn ult. Or if you need a dash reset, use your damn ult. I'm gonna be honest. There's no point in holding your ult as Black Panther. Sometimes you can if you're trying to go for the clip, but honest, there's no need. You get your ult fast, and on top of that, it doesn't do that much damage. Use your ult if you need it to escape. Honestly, just do. Not that good with Black Panther, but I do get the pick on the Loki. I miss, which is insane. We're not gonna talk about that. There's another clip. I couldn't show the full clip because it's actually extremely long. But I was going, you see right here, I was going through the motions of characters. I used magic, magic didn't work. I used Black Panther didn't work. And I end up settling for Storm. Now, you may be wondering, when do you ever use Storm? Well, this is when you use Storm and you got a comp like this. This comp, from their positioning and their character decisions, and just everything just was not a good matchup for um not a good matchup for Magic. Um but low key, I'm thinking about this. I can't give out too much information, but my conclusion is most likely final. But here you're oh my gosh. You realize DPS is just the kill. Just dish out damage and stay alive. And if you can't stay, when you can't stay alive, you better be dying to protect your healer. But other than that, just dish damage and survive. That's all it is for DPS. Here's one thing I generally can't stress enough about a DPS is that they only know how to play one character. Now, DPS by far has the hardest characters to play. Has the hardest characters to play. That's a fact. So the problem is a lot of people who play DPS are one tricks, and but they have their DPS is a hard has hard characters to play, but they have a lot of counters, and you can't really you can't counter you can't really counter no one. I mean, you can't like if you're getting counters, nothing you could do. You either deal with the counter, but like they're literally your character counter. So if they're good as that character, then you're shot out of luck. But if they're so you're just forced to just suck it up and deal with it. As you see, they switched to Scarlet Witch, which is Magic's insane. And Magic has a crazy weakness to Scarlet Witch because on the simple fact that Scarlet Witch could just float above you and do whatever she wants. And not only that, they got a many more too. So I realized that and I swapped. Now I switched to Spidey. Spidey was just a troll pick. I was honestly just trolling with that. If you join my live stream, you will see that I was literally joking about that. I get in there and I literally die right off the bat. Like I wasn't, I was not getting far with that. Yeah, see. Um, so I switched to Storm. So you may think, okay, wouldn't Namor Squids hit you? That's where you're wrong. Namor Squids may hit me, but I'm not retarded and I'm not flying in the sky. I'm low to the ground as you can see, and then I'm using my I don't know what the ability actually is. I it's my mouse button wheel. I'm using that and you see it electrifies me and everything, and it allows me to do electrical damage around to any enemy who's in my circle. That does so much damage. Use that. If you're getting if it's a Namor or Scarlet Witch, look, the Scarlet Witch can't do anything because the Scarlet Witch is gonna die if they try to catch me on a one-on-one. I don't even need good aim. If I just activate that and it's a one-on-one, I'm gonna win all the time. This is just one counter that's really good against Namors and Scarlet Witches. Really good. Honestly, there's not much to commentate on DPS. We don't do anything besides just fight. Now, if you're a Magic, you honestly do more, but we're not talking about certain roles as DPS. We're talking about DPS as a whole, and all DPS is go and kill, leave, and what you should be doing for your team is dying for your DPS. I mean, dying for your healers. That's what you should be doing. Obviously, don't be like, okay, healer, and they'll be like, okay, we could both obviously escape, but I'm gonna stand here and hold the fort down, and yeah, no, don't do that. Don't. If you both could escape, then escape, but try to stay in front of your healer at all times so your healer can live. Because it's better you take the 7 seconds than your healer takes the 7 seconds. Because once you get good DPS and all you do is dish out damage and dish out damage. uh Obviously you get kills and stuff like that and take out the enemy healers because the tanks can't really leave the front line. So that's where you come in. You take out the enemy healers. But honestly, as a DPS man, I'm quite disappointed. But I did accumulate a lot of knowledge playing each of these roles, and my conclusion video would be releasing soon. It's actually releasing today. Yeah, technically today, but it's 2 in the morning for me. So yeah. Honestly, I hope y'all like this video. It kind of got shorter and shorter as each role I played, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, it wasn't really much to say about here because I literally just did the same thing over and over again, and it honestly stopped becoming which role is harder, and then just became a rank up video because I was just flying through the ranks as DPS, just flying through the ranks, and it was actually fun. DPS is way more fun than any role in this game. Um, but yeah, I honestly hope y'all like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and um, really appreciate all the support and views I'm getting. Um, and without further ado, this is Blank, and this is the final gameplay we'll see of this series. Unless you want more, comment down below. But yeah, peace and love.